A new month is upon us, so it is time for me to talk about my most anticipated Blu-ray and 4K releases for the month of July. Let's do it. Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to the Middle of Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today guys, we're going to talk about my 10 most anticipated Blu-rays and 4Ks coming out in the month of July 2022. This is one of my favorite segments to do on the channel because I get to talk about some cool stuff coming out. Really excited to get into some of this stuff here today, some of these Blu-rays and 4Ks. A lot of good stuff coming out this month. But before we get into it, I have to ask, if you are not yet a subscriber to the Middle of Media channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Do you like Blu-rays and 4Ks and physical media, owning the movies that you love, all this stuff behind me? If the answer to all those questions is yes, definitely hit the subscribe button. We do physical media, Blu-ray, 4K content on this channel every single day, and you will definitely enjoy it. Also, be sure to like this video and comment down below, guys. Just as many times you want to comment. What are you looking forward to in the month of July? I want to know. I need to know. So comment down below and let me know. So also turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. Guys, I am excited. I'm excited to get into talk about this. So how we handle these videos, we're going to talk about my 10 most anticipated Blu-rays and 4Ks that are coming out in the month of July. Then we're going to get into some of my honorable mentions because there's quite a few of those as well. This is a pretty good month going into July. And then we're going to talk about some of the other stuff that didn't make the cut for either one, but I would consider to be a notable release for the month of July. Just not exactly stuff that I'm the most excited about. So let's get into it. Let's get into my number one. So this was on my 10 most anticipated for the month of June. And then it got pushed to July, but this is Everything Everywhere All at Once, the new A24 film that blew up the box office. I'm pretty sure. I think it made a ton of money in the theaters, and that's why it got pushed into July, because they're like, hey, we're making money in the theaters. We need to keep this in theaters for a little bit longer and then push the physical media release. So I'm really excited about this one. I've heard nothing but great things about this movie. This is one of two multiverse movies that's releasing in the month of July, but I'm definitely super excited about this one. This is an A24 film released by Lionsgate. It's getting a 4K for $29.99. It's also getting a Blu-ray for half that price at $14.96. Hopefully they drop that 4K price just a little bit, just a tad. It's also getting a Walmart exclusive with like a bunch of eyes, googly eyes and stuff on. I know that's like a thing in the film. Again, I didn't get to see it in theaters. That's why I'm so looking forward to this release coming out. So Walmart's been absolutely killing it with the exclusive releases because they did that Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent release, the Lionsgate release of that one, and that was awesome. So I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully they'll have it in stock day of because I really do want that Walmart exclusive. But in case they don't, I'll probably end up grabbing that 4K, just the regular 4K cover of this because I do want to see it in the best possible format. So really looking forward to Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's a hell of a title on 4K when it releases on July the 5th. And another title that's coming out on July the 5th, my second most anticipated for July, is Edge of Tomorrow, coming to 4K for the first time. Already has a Blu-ray release. I love this movie. It's a great science fiction film starring Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt, two great action stars, just like performers in general. Like they're great actors. So the pairing of the two in this movie and the story of this movie, it makes for a great science fiction experience and just one of the better movies of the 2010s, in my opinion. If you have not seen it, if you wrote this one off, you thought it kind of looked silly, kind of stupid, kind of like just your basic like sci-fi action movie, it is not. Like there is so much to this movie. It honestly shocked me the first time I watched it. And Tom Cruise, I just love his character in this movie. But Edge of Tomorrow coming out on 4K for the first time from Warner Brothers, and it's going to come out on 4K for $25.99 with a standalone slipcover, and it's also getting a steelbook for $31.99 as well. I'm not too impressed with the steelbook for this one. It's a Best Buy exclusive steelbook, so I'm going to stick with the 4K slipcover on this one for sure. But definitely, I'm super excited for this one. I'm sure visually this is going to look absolutely fantastic, and Warner Brothers usually does pretty good job with their 4K transfer, so definitely looking forward to this one. We also got Raging Bull coming out the very next week on July the 12th on 4K for the first time from the Criterion Collection. So This is going for $34.99 right now, but with that Criterion sale coming out, the Barnes & Noble, I definitely recommend you pre-order this from Barnes & Noble because you're probably going to get it for about 25 bucks, I think. I think it's 50% off the regular retail price, and it's probably priced at 50 bucks on Barnes & Noble, so it'll probably be 25 bucks. So you'll get it a little bit cheaper off Barnes & Noble for sure, but Amazon might end up price matching that one when this one comes out. But Raging Bull, I am just really looking forward to watching this one. I love this movie. Martin Scorsese film from 1980 starring Robert De Niro. It's got Joe Pesci in it. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely get this release and check it out because it's just one of the greatest dramatic films of all time. Also a boxing movie as well, so you have those sports elements. Don't go into the movie thinking it's Rocky. I like to call it the anti-Rocky. It goes into a really dark and deeply depressing place, but it is a great movie. It's just one of Martin Scorsese's best, and I cannot wait to watch this because visually, I think it's going to look absolutely fantastic in the 4K format. But Raging Bull coming to 4K July the 12th for $34.99 from the Criterion Collection. We also got Angel Heart coming to 4K with a new Fire Best Buy exclusive Lionsgate Steelbook for $19.99. Really looking forward to this one. This is a Mickey Rourke film. I've heard tons of good things about this one. I actually do already have a Studio Canal Steelbook of this movie, but I haven't yet watched it. But heard great things about it, so looking forward to adding this one to the collection because this steelbook looks insanely awesome. Like all the Lionsgate steelbooks look great, but the artwork on this one I really dig in particular. So Angel Heart on 4K coming out on July the 12th. We also got Basketball coming on Blu-ray for the first time from Mill Creek for $15.99. Yes, I have made this one of my 10 most anticipated titles coming out. I don't know, just when I was looking at everything, I'm just really excited to watch Basketball on Blu-ray. I don't feel like I've watched this movie since the VHS days, and it was always one of my favorite comedies growing up. I just watched this one over and over again. Loved South Park when I was a kid, so I love the comedy of Matt Stone and Trey Parker, but Basketball, I just quote it, and I hear your sister's going out with Squeak. I love it, and I cannot wait to rewatch it when it comes out on Blu-ray. So I know it's kind of an off choice. We got all these incredible 4Ks coming out this month and Basketball right in the middle. But if you haven't seen Basketball, it is a seriously funny comedy. I don't know how it holds up because I haven't seen it in probably 15 years, but I'm really excited to rewatch it on Blu-ray. And it's going to be $15.99 coming out from Mill Creek on July the 12th. Now, coming out on July the 19th, I am very excited to get Men in Black on 4K with this new awesome looking Men in Black 4K Steelbook for $29.19 coming out from Sony. So I don't own this movie on 4K. I don't even own it on Blu-ray. I think the last version of this that I have in the collection is a VHS that I still have sitting over there in the closet in a box. So I have not owned this on physical media since VHS. I've seen it on cable and stuff, so I've seen it in better formats, but I've always loved this movie. It's just one of my favorite Will Smith summer blockbusters, science fiction. It's such a fun movie just throughout the movie. It came out during the time that Will Smith was just at his peak as far as like the summer blockbusters. It used to be a thing. Every single summer, you were guaranteed a new awesome Will Smith blockbuster. You had Bad Boys, you had Independence Day, you had this one, you had Wild Wild West. For good or bad, I actually like Wild Wild West, but that's what you had. Every single summer, you were guaranteed a new Will Smith action blockbuster, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking out Men in Black in 4K because I never bought it on 4K. I know it has a previous 4K release. This is not the first time that it's coming out in 4K, but definitely looking forward to watching this one for the first time in 4K and just getting revisit. I might revisit it with my kids because I definitely enjoyed this one growing up for sure. But $29.19, and this is coming out from Sony on July the 19th. So the next one on my list comes out on July the 26th, and this is my 7th most anticipated for the month of July, and that is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind coming to 4K from Kino Lorber for $26.49. So I am definitely looking forward to this one because this is a movie that I remember watching when I was in high school, and I just didn't remember enjoying it. I don't even think I finished it, but I've heard tons of great things about the movie, and I want to re-experience it with my more developed film-going taste because I just feel like I wasn't in the right spot to watch this movie back in 2004 when it was first released. But Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, heard great things about this movie, and I cannot wait to experience it in 4K. Kino Lorber's been absolutely killing it this year with their 4K, so I'm sure it's going to look fantastic. So Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind coming out on July the 26th on 4K. We also got Tenembre coming to 4K from Synopse and Arrow Video, but I am looking at the Synopse release because right now it is available for $30.68 to pre-order, $30.68. So this is my favorite Dario Argento film. I actually go back and forth between this one and Deep Red. I love them both, but if you have not seen Tenembre, it's one of the best mystery giallo slashers of all time. If you're not familiar with giallos, maybe get familiar with them with this one and Deep Red because they are the best of the best. Now, there are some bad ones in that genre for sure, but Tenembre and Deep Red are the best of the best, and I'm so happy that this one's coming to 4K because I think it's gonna look so incredible. There is a sequence at the end involving an arm and blood spraying all over the wall that is gonna look so great in 4K, and I'm just here for it. I cannot wait. So Tenembre on 4K coming out. Again, it's got two options. The Arrow Video option is overseas. That is a UK release, and the Synopse release is here in America. So I'm excited to get the 4K from Synopse. Again, $30.68 for a new boutique 4K is a great price. So excited to get that one when it comes out on July the 26th. We also got The Killing, Stanley Kubrick's The Killing, his first full-length feature film coming out in 4K from Kino Lorber for $26.49. So another Kino Lorber 4K release. And again, Kino Lorber's just been killing it with their 4Ks. And this is a Stanley Kubrick film. Gotta own all of his films in the 4K format. But I actually watched this film a couple of years ago for the first time because I was going back trying to watch all the Kubrick films. And I really enjoy this one. It's kind of a heist film, but it's also got some mystery aspects to it as well. I really enjoy this film. Really enjoyed the chemistry of the cast and the performances. Just a really great early Kubrick film that I would highly recommend that you pick up on 4K. Again, I'm sure it's going to look absolutely amazing. And my last one on my list, guys, my number 10 most anticipated for the month of July is actually a Marvel film. And I don't usually put the new Marvel and DC films in my 10 most anticipated, but Doctor Strange 2, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I really enjoyed this movie, and I just watched it again with my wife the other night on Disney+, and I ended up enjoying it even more than the first time when I watched it in theaters. Just such a fun Doctor Strange Marvel movie. It's got some horror tones infused with the superhero action as well because it's directed by Sam Raimi, famous horror director Sam Raimi, who did Evil Dead. He also did the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire as well. So really enjoyed this movie from beginning to end. It's just got a really great pace to it. Really great villain with Scarlet Witch in it as well. And it's just a really fun Marvel movie. I really enjoyed this one. I don't feel like I've enjoyed a Marvel movie quite like this one since Endgame. It's definitely my favorite of the new iteration of the Marvel films. I think they call it Phase 4, but I don't get into the Marvel stuff like I used to, but I did love Doctor Strange 2, but it's going to get a 4K release for $29.99. It's also going to get a Walmart release, a Target release, a Best Buy release. I'm definitely eyeing the Target or the Walmart release because I think those covers are the best. That Best Buy 4K Steelbook isn't the most impressive in terms of artwork, so I'm definitely not going to grab that one. But yeah, this is coming out from Disney on July the 26th. So that is my 10 most anticipated for the month of July. Now let me get into some of my honorable mentions. So my first honorable mention is the MVD Rewind title, Miami Blues, starring Alec Baldwin. Again, I don't know much about this, but I just want to start collecting more of the MVD Rewind titles, so I just like that label. So I'm definitely going to collect more of them. And again, honorable mention, not sure if I'm going to get every single one of these, but they're definitely ones that are on my radar. Temple of Doom on 4K, the Steelbook's coming out from Paramount for $27.99. I'm on the fence with this one. I did not get the Raiders one, but I feel like I might get the Temple one because I love Temple of Doom. That is my favorite Indiana Jones film, but I didn't want to rebuy all of them again on 4K, but I might get Temple just because it's my favorite, so it's going to go in my honorable mentions. We also got Devil in Blue Dress coming to 4K from Criterion. This is a Denzel Washington film. And again, I know I made an entire video saying I was only going to get 2 Criterions, but I actually forgot about this one coming out in July, and I do want it because it is in 4K. It's Denzel Washington, and it looks like a really cool Criterion movie coming out, so just interested in this one. So I might end up getting it, but again, I might still hold to that 2 title stipulation that I placed upon myself before July. We also have Hell High coming from Arrow Video for $27.99. This is a new Arrow Video horror film from the 80s, I believe. It's a slasher film, so never seen this movie before, but always interested in a new slasher film. We also got the Good Burger Steelbook coming out for $14.99, so I don't own Good Burger on Blu-ray. I never bought it when it came out before, so I'm definitely excited to add this one to the collection with this new awesome Steelbook. We got Gamer coming out on 4K from Lionsgate for $19.99, the Gerard Butler science fiction film. I've never seen this movie before, but coming out on 4K for the first time definitely has me intrigued. I'm definitely going to buy this one and check it out for sure. We also got Yellow Jackets Season 1 coming out for $34.99, so I've heard nothing but great things about this show starring Christina Ricci. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to buy this one because, again, $34.99. I could probably end up getting it on streaming for cheaper, but I don't know. I might buy this one. I usually don't buy seasons of television on physical media that often, but with this one, I've just heard such great things about the show. I know my wife wants to watch it, so this might be one I get and definitely watch and check out. We also got Desperate Hours coming out from MVD Rewind. Don't know too much about this movie. I know it has Anthony Hopkins in it, but it looks like a cool MVD Rewind and release. And again, I said I'm trying to collect for this boutique label, so I feel like I might actually start buying every single release that they put out. So very affordable too, with that one and Miami Blues are both $17.99 for those. We also got Species coming out on 4K from Scream Factory. I'm always up for buying the latest and greatest Scream Factory titles. This one comes out for $27.99. It's not the best movie that's come out from Scream Factory for sure. I watched this one when I was a kid and I don't even remember really enjoying it that much then, but I'm sure like visually this one has to look pretty good in 4K. Let me know if I'm wrong on that one, but Species on 4K, I'm definitely looking forward to. Now let's get into some of the other titles that are coming out in the month of July that I haven't got a chance to talk about yet. We do have The Lost City coming out on July the 26th. We got The Virgin Suicides coming to 4K and Okja coming to 4K on July the 5th. So two new Criterion titles coming out. These are ones that a lot of people were excited about, but I'm not necessarily excited for either. I watched The Virgin Suicide and Okja. I liked them okay, but they're not movies that I'm rushing out to get on 4K, if that makes any sense. We got Downtown Abbey, A New Era coming to 4K and Blu-ray. Definitely not rushing out to get this one. We got Memory coming out on Blu-ray, the new Liam Neeson film. Not rushing out to get this one either. Rough Cut starring Burt Reynolds, the new Paramount Presents title. This is one that I'll probably get at some point because I do like collecting for the Paramount Presents line. We also got God Told Me To coming to 4K from Blue Underground. This is one that I do want to add to the collection at some point. I've heard good things about it. It's a Larry Cohen movie, but I'll probably end up waiting for a sale on this one. I don't have to pick it up day one, because these Blue Underground titles tend to run pretty high as far as their pricing. We also got Barb and Star going to Vista de la Mar coming to 4K from Lionsgate. So I actually liked this movie when I watched it, but I do own that lenticular Target, slipcover for the Blu-ray. I don't feel like I need to upgrade this one to 4K. So a little bit of a weird title for them to add to 4K, but I'm sure some people are excited for Barb and Star on 4K. Let me know in the comment section below if you are. But there you have it, guys. That is everything that is coming out in the month of July. My most anticipated, my 10 most anticipated, my honorable mentions, everything else that's coming out in the month as well. Definitely check out my physical media report every single week for the full breakdown on all of these releases, the dates, the prices, all that stuff. I know I did not such a great job covering all that here today, but definitely tune into my physical media report every single Monday where I cover all this stuff in much more depth. So appreciate you guys watching. Please like this video, comment down below everything that you're excited about in the month of July. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are in the description, and we'll see you next time.